GTA 3 Remake is coming to next-gen consoles. And I'm going to jump straight in with one of these.
I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
Yes, yeah. And we're going back to GTA 3.
Oh.
Oosh.
And when was that? Late 90s or early noughties?
Early noughties. Gotta be.
It's gotta be the early noughties.
I say that and I'm not sure.
No, me either.
Yes. Well, anyway, the GTA 3 Trilogy, which, you know, is possibly the greatest trilogies of the GTAs.
So that's what? GTA 3, San Andreas, and
Vice City. Yeah. I mean, anyone loves those games.
Oh, yeah.
And we've all been begging for it.
Yep.
And now the rumours are really coming to the surface.
It's still a rumour, though, isn't it?
It's still a rumour, but the GTA 3 remake, I'm going to say it out loud, the GTA 3 remake is coming to next-gen consoles.
Confidence.
And what's exciting about that, and this leak or rumour, is that yes, it's PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Xbox.
Yeah.
But also,
yeah,
you're like this.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's you.
Yeah.
It's coming to Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
So a remastered take on the trilogy of GTA 3 games on Nintendo Switch.
It's about time.
About time you could play on a Nintendo on a telly.
Yeah, there's never been a GTA on a home system console by Nintendo, ever. They've had, you know, GTA 1 or whatever GTA it was on the Game Boy.
Yeah, GTA 1.
Then they did GTA something else, Full Auto or something on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Then they did Chinatown Wars on the DS.
Which was terrible.
And that was it. I never actually got to play it. I used to read about it in the Nintendo mag back in the day.
Lust for it.
Yeah, I've actually still got my fully boxed and everything manual and the Game Boy cartridge for the Game Boy Advance version of GTA. Got it at home.
My memory of that was it wasn't very good.
Yeah, it's not. It's just the same as GTA 1. Makes you feel sick.
As we found out on Twitch not too long ago, which is it's up on YouTube if you want to see it.
Don't. no,
it's like a seizure-inducing nightmare.
Yeah, if you've got epilepsy, don't watch it.
Yeah. The thing with the Nintendo ports or the Nintendo versions of GTA games, specifically those Game Boys and DS ones, the problem I always found was when Nintendo went off-piste and allowed those bigger AAA titles to port to like the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it was a bit random.
Resident Evil 1 or whatever they called it, Resident Evil something. Didn't they?
Yeah. I always want to say Deadly Silence on DS, but I might be totally wrong.
But it never... just doesn't work, doesn't fit.
I don't know. I loved Resident Evil on the DS. I loved that.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand from an outside perspective, like looking at Nintendo as a whole, it's like, what? Like, why'd you have this like 18 rated GTA game on a Game Boy? Like, do you know what I mean? It just seems random. But you know, like at the time, I remember getting GTA on the Game Boy Advance. I remember buying it like just before Christmas when it was released.
Yeah.
And I was so hyped for that because, you know, I'd played GTA with my brother and stuff, and having it on the go was like, oh yeah, this is amazing. You know, it wasn't that great, but
now I reflect after recently streaming GTA 1.
And on the PS1.
On the PS1 and doing a gameplay review of it. It actually struck me as I was playing. It's like this would actually be a really good Switch game.
Yeah.
That top-down 2D, slightly cartoony aesthetic, but it's still ultra-violent and stupid.
Yes.
Anyway, that's not what this trilogy of games is going to be.
No, it's not. This is actually going to possibly be an either remake or remaster, isn't it? It's not just a straight-up port.
So the story is that it's a full remaster. So it's not like the Final Fantasy VII remake that we saw.
Yeah, they're not remaking it from the ground up with new graphics like Resident Evil 2, for example. Like,
exactly that,
it's going to be pretty much the same, but like HDified, like Skyward Sword style, where it's almost like the same art, but just made HD.
I know remastering games has always been a favourite of publishers, specifically because they can get a bit more money out of the same title.
Yeah, I suppose,
But it does seem to be ultra prevalent at the moment. There seems to be a lot more remasters coming out.
Yeah, definitely. But the thing is as well is it seems like an easy task, but these games were all released on like old systems.
Yes.
And like the architecture is totally different. They're pretty much going to have to recode these games entirely.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at like 2 or 3 years work for something like this to be possible.
Yeah.
It's not like just a quick, I can just drag and drop it onto this engine and it will work and push it out. Like, that's quite a lot of work that they could potentially be
But
doing.
let's face it, the guys at Rockstar Dundee aren't particularly busy at the moment.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, the last game was what, GTA 5, like 15 years ago?
Was it the Dundee studio that did Red Dead?
Was it? Yeah, I don't know.
It was definitely Rockstar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was the Scottish studio that tends to do Grand Theft Auto games.
No idea.
But yeah, so do you know what though? If it does happen, it makes a lot of sense commercially because they'll fly off the shelves. And it's a great segue for people impatiently waiting for GTA 6.
That's why they've done it, just to buy themselves some more time.
Yeah.
Like they've gone, let's make them wait a bit longer. Here's some more old games that you've bought 400 times before in the past.
Yeah. This will be the 5th time I've bought GTA 3. It probably would be, actually.
Yeah, and that's probably about the same for me. And will I buy it again on Switch? Probably yes.
And
if it's a bundle.
That's the thing where it's really exciting. Yes, seeing them on the PS4 and 5 is going to be cool. I'll definitely buy them. I don't know if I'll play them through because I have before. And, but seeing them on the Switch, and being able to play them handheld, that's genuinely quite exciting
on an OLED screen
or the SWOLED. Yeah,
make it even
that's
better.
Beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like I would buy it just to have it so that one day I can sit there and have a go. But I'm pretty excited for these. I haven't actually played these. I've got them all on PC, got them on Steam, and I had them all on the original consoles like PS2 or whatever it was. But I haven't played them in years, like a long time.
So I'm going to add a bit more excitement to this story for you. Obviously, we're getting on all platforms, including Stadia. So,
my favourite.
The 5 of you that signed up to that can enjoy it too. PC, Stadia, maybe mobile devices, which is, I'm not sure about that.
They've already got it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like because that's the thing. Like they came out on like mobile like years ago. And they weren't very good. They never are. But they're still going to be on the store, surely. So, because I was thinking, this is, when I heard about it for Switch, I thought they're just going to port the mobile ports over again.
It'd be awful.
Yes. But no, seeing their remaster, like, no, this is different. It's not just a phone port. So yeah, I doubt they'll come to phone, to be honest, because they've already got like janky versions available.
If the rumours to be believed, we're expected to see them before Christmas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it could be start of November.
We're only a couple of months away, really.
Which is perfect. Christmas sales. They'll really cash in on that. And that's really exciting.
Yeah.
If that's for real. This holiday season for games from September time to the end of the year is massive.
There's a lot of stuff coming out, isn't there? There really is. Like I feel like this year's been pretty good for game releases, to be honest, and announcements. I know there's been quite a lot of big stuff like coming out, but like generally, I just feel normally year by year, it's kind of just a bit of a tick over.
There's been a few years where it's been, Call of Duty's coming, Battlefield's coming, and you're like, same thing in. Look, it's a new FIFA title.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, there you go. Here's some indies. Oh, cool. But I suppose we're second year. Do we count this as a second year or the first year of next gen? Because next gen came out last year, but like right at the end of the year.
Yeah, we're approaching the second year of next gen.
So I suppose that's why they're trying to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, and also it wouldn't be too outlandish to say that the uptake in gameplay in games in general was massive during the lockdown.
Very true.
So people's behaviours have changed.
Very true. Yeah.
So I'd just say there's more game players. Things like the Switch selling nearly 90 million units.
Yeah.
And that's not all 90 million old game players. There's a lot of new gamers.
Oh yeah,
mix.
definitely. Yeah.
Both old and young as well. A lot of kids.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that GTA 3's for kids, but it does make sense that they would do this. And I'm definitely excited for it. I'll play them as a novelty. Yeah. If they're really good, I may even stick with the story and play it all the way through.
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. I think I'm more likely to just jump in and mess around, but there is that potential that I'll go, actually.
What about this then?
Yeah.
What about online modes?
I didn't even consider that. Is that a thing? Is that in the rumours?
It's not in the rumours.
No. I don't know. I've got a feeling they won't bother because they've got so much time and energy into GTA 5 Online, which is why we still don't have 6 yet.
Yeah.
If they just killed GTA 5 Online like years ago, then we would have had 6 by now.
Yeah, definitely. But it's still one of the best, most played. Yeah. Definitely if you go on like Twitch or even on YouTube, concurrent views on that game's massive.
Still ridiculous. But, if it wasn't around, then maybe we'd have another game by now. But I don't think that they're going to do online. I just don't. I mean, it surprised me, prove me wrong. But to me, this is just pop it out on a disc or a cartridge or whatever. And there you go, have some fun it's just a stopgap for them. They're not like going, let's do online where they're going to have to make servers and like, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a big outlay for them to host that.
Yeah.
Whereas just pumping out some copies,
you can be sure that there's going to be limited edition tins and posters with postcards in them as well.
Yeah.
So just really go back around. GTA 3 Remake is coming. They're going to develop it in the Unreal Engine, so they're going to use a combination of old and new graphics.
Okay, yeah.
So I imagine the characters will get reanimated.
Yes.
And maybe some of the scenery, but there'll be backgrounds and stuff that are left.
Maybe.
So, that's not as much texture work has to be done.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like originally, that change of code and everything for the newer generations of stuff, like a lot's changed since that era.
Yeah.
So they are going to have to have dumped a couple of years remaking it essentially in another engine.
But I always think these rumors are never without foundation. So has it been something that they've been working on for a while, and these stories keep leaking out?
Yeah.
And now we're just as we're getting closer, we're seeing more and more of the stories. Either way, if it does come out at the start of November, that's going to be a frenzy.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool. I'd be happy to see it if the rumors are true. I think it would be about time. To be fair.
So